Just think about this. He can jump over your ceiling. In the world of track and field, there are rare feats that seem to defy the limits of human potential, moments that linger in the collective memory of sports fans for generations. These are the achievements that push athletes beyond what was thought possible, challenging the very definition of physical boundaries. Most records are made to be broken, but occasionally one stands resilient against the passage of time, a symbol of near-mythical greatness. Imagine someone leaping higher than any human in history, clearing a height so unimaginable that it seems no one will ever match it. Who could pull off such a feat? And just how high did they go? In 1993, an extraordinary athlete soared over the bar set at 2.45 meters or 8 feet and 1/2 inches, setting a world record that still stands today. His name? Javier Sotomayor. Now you're probably asking yourself, what makes this record so special? Why has it stood unbroken for more than 3 decades? In a world of constant progress and innovation in sports, how has this one man's leap remained the pinnacle of high jumping? To understand the magnitude of Sotomayor's achievement, we need to dive deep into his journey, the context of his era, and the unparalleled skills that propelled him into the stratosphere. Before we delve into Sotomayor's legendary accomplishments, let's first put into perspective just how exclusive his achievements are. In all of recorded history, only 13 athletes have managed to jump over 2.40 meters or 7 feet 10.5 inches. This is a staggeringly small group when you consider the thousands of elite high jumpers who have competed at the global level. The high jump is not just about raw physical strength, it requires an incredible combination of agility, flexibility, speed, and most importantly, perfect timing. Even the slightest misstep can mean the difference between soaring over the bar or knocking it down. While many elite athletes have flirted with the 2.40 meter mark, very few have conquered it. But among those who have, Javier Sotomayor stands alone. Not only did he clear 2.40 meters multiple times throughout his career, but he shattered the 8-foot barrier, a height that had previously seemed like the stuff of dreams. Clearing over 2.40 meters 24 times in his career, Sotomayor didn't just flirt with greatness, he married it, raising the bar, quite literally, for generations of athletes to come. The journey to becoming a legend started on July 29, 1989, in Salamanca, Spain. Sotomayor, already known as a top contender in the high jump world, arrived at the meet with high expectations. However, few could have predicted what was about to unfold. At the time, the world record stood at 2.42 meters, 7 feet 11 and 1/4 inches, held by Patrick Sjöberg of Sweden. Breaking that record would require not just peak physical condition, but also a near-perfect execution of technique and timing. The bar was set at 2.44 meters, a height that seemed insurmountable. Imagine it for a moment. 2.44 meters is just over 8 feet tall. In fact, it's taller than the standard ceiling height in most homes. Now imagine standing at the foot of that bar and being asked to jump over it, without any assistance other than the power of your legs and the precision of your technique. For most people, that would seem like a superhuman task. But on that fateful day in 1989, Sotomayor made the impossible look easy. With a perfectly executed run-up, he launched himself into the air, contorting his body into the classic Fosbury flop position as he cleared the bar. His feet barely grazed the height as he descended safely back to the ground. The crowd erupted. Sotomayor had done it. He had jumped over 8 feet, breaking Sjöberg's record and becoming the first man in history to clear such an incredible height. That day, Javier Sotomayor became more than just a great athlete. He became a legend. His jump of 2.44 meters was a leap into the record books, and it would set the stage for even greater feats to come. Javier Sotomayor wasn't always destined to be a high jumper. In fact, his first love was basketball. As a tall, athletic teenager growing up in Cuba, Sotomayor spent most of his free time playing basketball on the local courts. At 6'3", he had the height, agility, and coordination to be a dominant player. But it wasn't his basketball skills that caught the attention of local coaches. It was his incredible leaping ability. During a pickup game, coaches noticed that when Sotomayor went up for a rebound, he came shockingly close to the rim. For those watching, it was as if he had springs in his legs. His head almost touched the backboard, and his jumping ability seemed otherworldly. It was clear to those observing that his talents might be better suited to a different sport. In 1982, at the age of 15, Sotomayor was encouraged to give the high jump a try. Though initially reluctant to leave basketball behind, Sotomayor quickly realized that his natural leaping ability could translate into success on the track. It didn't take long for him to make his mark. By 1983, he had already cleared 2.15 meters, an extraordinary height for someone so new to the sport. His potential seemed limitless. Sotomayor's rise to prominence was nothing short of meteoric. At just 16 years old, he cleared 2.33 meters, a height that remains the world youth record to this day. To put that in perspective, many elite high jumpers spend years training to achieve that height. Sotomayor did it as a teenager who had only recently taken up the sport. By the mid-1980s, Sotomayor was seen as one of the brightest young talents in track and field. His early promise suggested that he was destined for greatness on the world stage. But despite his incredible success in junior and national competitions, he was denied his first chance to compete at the Olympic Games due to Cuba's boycott of the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics. This was a bitter pill to swallow, as Sotomayor's 2.33-meter jump would have tied him for the silver medal in the 1984 Games, missing the gold by just 2 centimeters. At such a young age, he was already a legitimate contender for Olympic glory. But instead of dwelling on the missed opportunity, Sotomayor used it as fuel to push himself to even greater heights. Fast forward to 1988, Sotomayor was now one of the top high jumpers in the world and a favorite to win the gold medal at the Seoul Olympics. His performances leading up to the Games had been nothing short of spectacular. Just 4 days before the opening ceremony, Sotomayor jumped 2.43 meters, setting a new world record. Once again, he had raised the bar, literally, becoming the undisputed best high jumper in the world. But just like in 1984, fate had other plans. Cuba, in solidarity with North Korea, boycotted the 1988 Seoul Olympics, meaning Sotomayor would once again be denied the chance to compete for Olympic gold. It was a cruel twist of fate, especially considering that his 2.43-meter jump would have won him the gold medal by a comfortable margin of 5 centimeters. Despite the political obstacles that kept him out of the Olympics, Sotomayor remained focused on his craft. His world record of 2.43 meters stood as a testament to his talent and dedication, but there was still more history to be made. By the early 1990s, Sotomayor had firmly established himself as the best high jumper on the planet. He had already broken the world record twice, but the pinnacle of his career came in 1993, when he achieved a feat that has yet to be matched. On July 27, 1993, in Salamanca, Spain, the same city where he had set his first world record, Sotomayor took his place on the runway with the bar set at 2.45 meters. To fully grasp the significance of this height, imagine standing next to a door frame in your home. Now imagine trying to jump over something even taller than that, without any assistance. With a powerful yet graceful approach, Sotomayor launched himself into the air, arching his back and legs in perfect unison to clear the bar by the narrowest of margins. The crowd erupted in disbelief and awe. 2.45 meters, a new world record and a height that no human being has ever surpassed since. This leap was more than just a world record. It was a defining moment in the history of athletics. Sotomayor had done the unimaginable. He had jumped higher than any human ever had, and to this day, no one has come close to matching his incredible feat. It's been over 30 years since Sotomayor set his world record, and while many elite high jumpers have tried to break it, none have succeeded. So, what makes this record so unbreakable? For starters, the high jump requires an extraordinary combination of physical and mental attributes. Jumpers need height, strength, speed, and flexibility, but they also need the perfect technique. Even the slightest error in timing or form can mean the difference between clearing the bar and knocking it down. Sotomayor possessed all of these qualities in abundance. At 6'3", he had the height and reach to give him an advantage, but it was his 43-inch vertical leap that truly set him apart. Even among elite high jumpers, such a vertical is almost unheard of. His natural ability to jump higher than anyone else was evident from a young age, and as he honed his technique, he became nearly unbeatable. Beyond the physical, Sotomayor also had the mental toughness to perform under pressure. High jump competitions are as much about psychology as they are about athleticism. The higher the bar gets, the more intense the pressure becomes. Yet Sotomayor thrived in these high-stakes moments. He often broke records on his first attempt, a testament to his confidence and focus. Sotomayor's legacy is about more than just world records. Throughout his career, he consistently performed at the highest level, clearing 2.40 meters or more on 24 separate occasions, a feat that no other high jumper has even come close to matching. But beyond the numbers, Sotomayor's influence on the sport is profound. He has inspired countless young athletes around the world to take up the high jump and push their own limits. In his native Cuba, he's a national hero, a symbol of athletic excellence and perseverance. Globally, his name is synonymous with greatness. When people talk about extraordinary achievements in sports, they often use his record as the benchmark for what it means to truly push the boundaries of human performance. Even athletes in other disciplines speak of Sotomayor-level performances when describing moments of extraordinary achievement. Will Sotomayor's record ever be broken? This is the question that track and field fans have been asking for the past 3 decades. Given the advancements in training, nutrition, and sports science, it would seem logical that someone, someday, would come along and break Sotomayor's record. But so far, no one has come close. The truth is, breaking a record like Sotomayor's requires a perfect storm of factors: natural talent, flawless technique, mental resilience, and perhaps a bit of luck. While today's athletes continue to push the limits, there is no guarantee that anyone will ever jump higher than 2.45 meters. In a world where most records are eventually broken, Javier Sotomayor's leap remains a towering achievement that may stand the test of time for many more years to come.